Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy M.K.S here, back here with, I was going to say back here with another day then, back here with another video and sticking to the theme of Black History Month for, I was going to say October then, for February, sorry, I don't know why I tell you what I was going to say, but anyway, I didn't wake up till like 1 p.m. today, so I was absolutely knackered, so I don't know if that's because I'm still under the weather a bit, or I keep getting flus or something like that. I don't know what it is, something in the air, or because I sleep too late. Didn't help that I slept at like 3 o'clock in the morning, but probably a bit later than that, but also, I kept waking up and going back to sleep, so that was a bit of a nightmare. But anyway, this is my plans for Black History and Empowerment Month, as I call it, on Wednesday. So I hope you enjoy it, and as ever, please post up any suggestions or thoughts, or any suggestions, ideas, thoughts, or whatever that you have, plans and whatnot for empowering the Black community in America or even around the world. Maybe worldwide, that's a word that begins with a W. So as it's a Wednesday, I'm hoping to stick to alliterations as usual for like Wednesdays. In this case, obviously things that begin with W. Anyway, sorry if I'm waffling, but here goes. Here are some of my ideas. These are the first 10 point ideas. I call them points. So here goes. So number one, I would love to support Black poets in America, and again, possibly all around the world. African American poets and whatnot, and Black people in America in poetry. And on my own personal note, I would love to be able to get my poetry, to be able to write poems, basically, to get them on paper and things like that. Funny that my middle name in English means poet. Covet actually means poet, so M.K.S. stands for, I don't know if I should say, there's another one of those things I probably shouldn't say, but it stands for Michael Covet Shenton, so Covet means poet in English. But anywho, number two, also helping Black people to network together in terms of art as well. I don't do art myself. I'm not very good with art. And I think it's my dyspraxia as well, like coordination, things like that, and patience as well. For being an artist, I don't have that either, possibly stemming from my dyspraxia. Number three, also, I would also love to support Black writers. Again, just as I said in point number one, with my own writing, I'd love to be able to get my ideas onto paper and have, like, personally, I'd love to have my own creative room, so I know if I write something, I can keep it, maybe store it nice and neatly somewhere, and I know hopefully no one's going to be able to move it. So hopefully it'll be very what's the word? I'll know it's productive, and I'll know it's something that I'm going to make use of, hopefully. Which, for me, I'm as someone who's very end goal driven, I want to be able to know that when I write something or do something, it's going to actually have an actual, hopefully positive impact overall. So that's one thing that probably contributes to my writer's block. I wonder if I'm going to be able to make any use of that writing, or if someone's going to move it. That's why I get really annoyed with people move my stuff and that kind of thing. Anywho, moving on. I'll make this video as quickly as I can, because I want to, partly because I like to keep my videos short if I can, and also because I want to feed the kittens. Number four, I would love to encourage and support Black people to be anti-war. So I suppose being pacifists, conscientious objectors, not joining the military, not supporting the wars that go on, and things like that. I think that would be pretty cool. I'd love to know what Black people around the world, including America, think about that. Number five, I would love to support things like Black women in politics, business, tech, and other such areas like STEM generally, which obviously includes tech, so science, tech, engineering, and maths, and also, as I say, business, entrepreneurship. I think the E could stand for quite a few things, but yeah, I'd love to support Black women in all those sorts of fields and areas. As it's a Wednesday, I'm thinking like supporting and empowering Black women, who I think have gone through quite a lot. Number six, I'll say, if Black people around the world network together and support each other's projects, support works done by Black people, I think that would be pretty cool. I'd love to support Black people in design, architecture, and all sorts of different industries and areas. Number seven, I think it'd be quite cool, a little bit off topic, but I think it'd be quite cool if smart work could replace hard work. So if there's a way, I'd love to find a way to work smart instead of hard. I don't know if that's possible. Like, some people might say that if you want to be successful, depending on how you define success, whether that's making a lot of money or successful in your relationships, if you do relationships, unlike me, or partly by choice and partly not, but or whatever. Whatever you do, you have to have some sort of hard work as well, so it can't just be smart work. But I'd love to know if there's a way you could just work smart But some might argue, even if you do work smart, you still have to find some sort of way to work hard as well. But I'd love to know what people think about that, and maybe if people could find a way to work smart instead of hard, even, and to replace hard work with smart work. Smart work, which to me is not the same as laziness, but it's working towards a goal and finding an easy way to do it, and also a fun way to do it. Most importantly, I think I like to have fun. Like sometimes I think, what if life wasn't challenging? What if life was so easy? But then if it wasn't challenging, maybe it would be boring. I know I've gone a bit off topic there, but I'd love to know what as a black diaspora, especially in America, say in February, as it's Black History Month in America, I would love to know what they think about that that sort of thing. So in other words, do you think there is a way you could work smart instead of hard? And I mentioned recently that how if black people work together in America and stroke or around the world, I wonder if they could make it so they wouldn't have to work as hard. They could work smart instead. But again, I'd love to know what you think. Do you think it's ever possible to work smart and not have to work hard at all? Or do you think there always has to be some sort of hard work to go with the smart work? I suppose smart work is sitting back and looking at ways to find, sitting back and thinking about a solution. But some would argue you have to take action and do things you don't want to do. Again, I'd love to know what you think about that. Anywho, moving on, number 8. Again, I think it'd be cool if black people around the world network together and support each other, loved each other and whatnot, and showed, and like there could be t-shirts or clothing which says like, this person loves a black person and they make them proud every day. I'm not into romance myself, and as a mutt myself, as someone who's mixed race myself, I'm not against interracial marriages. So I'm not into marriage generally, but I think people should do whatever they want. So I'm not saying like that type of love, like romantic love necessarily, but in terms of supporting and networking with each other rather than fighting each other. I was going to say in point number 4, I don't think black people should join the military. I know that doesn't begin with a W, but in terms of, I don't think it's a win either. But on a serious note, in terms of like boycotting wars, it would involve pacifism, conscientious objection, and things like that. Normally, I like to say for Monday, like anti-militarism, because I'm against militarism. But I think that's what it would involve if you're going to tackle war, like not joining the military. It's like starve the beast, so to speak, or whatever they say, whatever that means. I suppose they're calling the government the beast or whatever, but we'll be careful what I say. But if like African countries, for instance, they go to war with each other, or black communities sometimes fight each other, or a lot of times, unfortunately. Like here in the UK, there's a lot of black on black violence, and even in America, or probably it's even worse in America, it's probably even at a bigger scale. So I think it would be cool if they didn't do that and they instead networked together and support each other, encouraged each other, took pride in each other's success, and weren't jealous of each other, and had lists of work and achievements done by black people, which is sort of happening anyway, but I hope to encourage that even more and encourage more unity rather than division. Number 9, once again, like works done by black people, like African Americans, like poetry, art, writing, whatever other works, architecture, design, making things, building things and stuff like that. I think it'd be cool to have a celebration of that kind of thing, which I hope will also inspire, as well as celebrating what's gone before us, it could also inspire future generations to believe that they could do so. And on that note, number 10, I'd love to support young people to work on their goals and dreams and things like that. And I think that covers everything for now. As I say, I'm going to feed the kittens. So I know I did go a bit off topic with some of the points, but I talked more about my own personal story, but or goals or ideas or whatever. But as ever, I'd love to read your comments, and I hope these videos inspire the black community. And I'm out. Peace and love.